Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus. Negus. Negus.
Hustle Hotep, what's going on, brother?
Well, you know, ain't nothing changed but the oppressors.
Not many brothers people, period. Less than 1%, bro. Less than 1%.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, and out of that less than 1% is less than 1% of black. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, holla at me. Like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
Deacon clearly ain't got no filter, and and the bishop he working on it, but you know God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Not everyone needs to believe in your dreams, but you do.
We want to encourage you if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself.
And supporting is like sharing and reviewing, but supporting is also sending that money in.
Pimping, positively influencing my people in negotiating growth.
So, bro, you was reading books for pizza, son. You want a different level of poor, yeah.
I do. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that cash app because we giving y'all a free game away on here.
Hey, yo, bro, y'all ain't never did nothing, yo. Y'all ain't never been the best at your local YMCA. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even imagine the immense pressure that it is just to stay on top.
Look, y'all. Welcome to the church. The good deacon and the bishop. We doing it ourselves, and we want to encourage you. Look here, think again. Start asking the right questions to grow and help other people grow.
Big looking like two chains. So let's get to the Jesse of the week.
Put it up, brother. I don't even think I need to say much. Just put it up. Y'all see that headline? Our Jesse of the week is Trick Daddy, who defends eating booties. And that's who you got rolling your blunt and passing it to you.
Oh, you want to learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah,
it's about love. If they ain't about truth, you might have to check them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. If they boys in blue, then you might have to red them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them.
Yo, pew, 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 pew. What's up, people? Welcome back. We got the merch. Go get your merch. But welcome to Pimping Negus, the show. I am one of the hosts, Detravius Bethea, who I'm with, aka Deacon. The Deacon, who am I with?
I'm the bishop, the good bishop, Brother Charlie Bingham. Welcome to the church.
Bishop Hustle Hotep, for those that don't know. This is a show about upliftment, edutainment. Oh, you got your speech together. We gotta learn that. We gotta be spitting that out. But
I ain't got no speech. Just go ahead, brother. You was doing good though. It was rolling.
So yeah, this is Pimping Negus, Negus. Please do not say the Nigga, the Niggr. Or you can say it. You can do whatever you want. This is America, but there might be consequences and repercussions to the things that you say and you do and say out your mouth. But yeah, what's going on? Oh, so before I get into it, man, I was looking at the video as it was going. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna commend you. I think I told you this before, but good job on picking the vid. You did most of the work, heavy lifting on that, picking out the shots. And it also hit me how long we've been doing it, because this is episode 44, and your hair. I was looking at your hair. Your hair has grown. This Joker had the little sharp line up trying to get the waves. Now he on some unemotional. You on your what's homie name?
Carl Thomas.
You on your Carl Thomas look now. But what's going on, man? Before we hop in, how you doing mentally, man? How's everything going?
Oh man, God is great. God is good. Gotta always put that out there, because no matter what we're going through, you know, it could be a whole lot worse, brother. We done talked about where we come from, so I'm good, man. I commend you too, because you stayed on me, man. This was not this wasn't necessarily my vision by any means. I'm like, what his name? Cootie.
Yeah,
I'm like Cootie. Like I seen this brother have some talents. I'm like, yo, man, you tricking it away for cracks and jokes and likes on Facebook, man. Like,
you're right. Yeah.
Do something, brother. You got that provocative spirit, but we done did a lot, man. I was looking at all the different backgrounds, which means that we had to be dedicated, because anywhere else, if it wasn't for you, when I'm gone and I'm not at home, like, y'all just cancel me, brother. But I wanted to be on with you, so
yeah, I'm not. And this is the last one, so we could get. I ain't gonna say what I was about to say, but I commend you, because you was going. You definitely. This is, although it may have started with me, you took it and ran with it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you came up with
a pimp today. Go ahead.
Yeah. So all right, let's get into what's going on. So let's get into the important stuff. I think we should start with this off top with the tech summit. What you got going on with that tech summit, man? Oh, we need the links too.
Oh yeah. Man. So it's coming up.
Tell people what it is first. What is it? Because I'm assuming. Let's assume nobody knows what it is.
Yeah. I'll share it in a minute. My bad. The Tech Law Summit is something I created. The story is so funny, man. Corporation wanted to build a better relationship with Howard University, and for those that don't know, I rep HBCUs through and through. Like, they should have never gave us Negus money. We don't suffer from the imposter syndrome, and we always looking to hold the door open for our people. So anyway, man, long story short, I'm gonna skip through it. They said, well, why don't we just give you $2,500 for a barbecue? I had a manager who knew I was, I was still rough around the edges, very rough. And she's like, you just chill, don't say nothing, because I was finna go in. Like, do you know a barbecue, Jesse? So I went and tapped a lot of people like yourself, that our classmates that's at law firms, and was like, look, man, can y'all get some money? We want to do this and give it back. So, man, this the fourth year. Let me go ahead and share it. It's the Tech Law Summit. It's March 3rd and 4th. We paired it up with Professor Latif Mtima's IP and Social Justice CLE, because what we're talking about is how can we protect the intellectual property of minorities, which has been traditionally stolen and made a lot of people rich in this country. And it's just to help young aspiring lawyers, especially minority lawyers, to know, hey man, it's different fields that you could go into. We've talked about this on the show. We didn't really know no lawyers like that. Definitely didn't know, this about to sound real Kanye Westish. Definitely didn't know no fly lawyers like ourselves. Like, and you just go be like, I mean, you don't know what you don't see. Like, think about it. How many dudes on the streets would actually pursue a law degree if they had somebody like me and you actually talk to them, go back to high schools and be like, yo, man, you can still be dope. The younger generation, they'll judge you by your shoes. You come in with J's on, you automatically got their attention. Like, different, and them J's is fresh. I mean, that's how I get them. But the Tech Law Summit, man, we got some heavy hitters. Our classmates. Let me just pull out a couple. We got people from Howard that's working at Zoom. And it's funny, I was talking to somebody this week. It's a lot of sisters out there that got the bag for these corporations that want to do community development strategy programs, which basically mean here you could put some of our money towards y'all causes. Just make sure we get a return on the investment or look good in some kind of way. And so, man, we got a couple of them. That young lady is one of them. I know our girl Labria, she's gonna be we're gonna have a good panel near the end of the day to close it out. Michelle,
I see some names, familiar names.
Yeah, she got a bag. Labria, she's in government affairs. She got a bag. So it's a couple of them. And then we got esports. This guy started the league for high school esports. So he's from Detroit. He didn't go to college, but he hustled and got the whole platform. High schools nationwide that are competing in esports, just like basketball, they're playing on his platform. He got a beautiful story out there, man. And then we just got a lot of dope individuals that people may not know about, but they heavy hitters in a space, like Sister Kimba doing cybersecurity. Like she's a Hampton grad. We don't hold it against her, but she good peoples. And like at the top of her game, Microsoft Digital Crimes Unit, Mo Ivory, all of these people. So it's a dope program, man. I'm excited. If y'all can, it's free 99. Is online. All you got to do is register. I'll put the registration link in the chat box. But it's Thursday, March 3rd and Friday, March 4th. I just showed y'all the agenda for Thursday. The great thing that I'm super proud about is that we're going to give a whole bunch of money to students at Southern, Howard, FAMU, and what's the other one? Southern, Howard, FAMU, and North Carolina Central. So it's going to be promising students, and it's a chance to give back. So that's something I'm proud of, brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull my joint up. So I got the online course, start/grow $1 million. I got to work on the messaging, but we getting there. We learning on the fly. Grow $1 million woman in minority business enterprise today. Here's the link. Let me put the joint up. So basically, it's a course/community. Where we go through the start. We basically setting y'all up to win, basically, to get these contracts that these $1 million corporations are throwing out that Charlie Bingham is talking about. Because one of the main issues that we have in our community is that we don't have. So whenever you see someone, when you see the commercials, right, when they have like this money that they set aside, like so say American Express setting aside $4 billion, whatever it's going to be. The reason why we can't tap into them funding because we don't have the right business structure in place. And this course gets you there and beyond. So it's really like starting the business out the right way. So for example, some people don't know that you should have an accountant on deck immediately, basically. Some people don't know about pitch decks. Some people don't know about knowing like to have a statement, proof of concept. So we go through all of that in the course. Is actually the good bishop told me to change the price. I didn't change the price only because not because I didn't follow his advice, but I went away last week and I didn't go back to change it up.
Go, Jesse. Wait, I just want to commend you too. I'm proud of you for your producing skills. You was able to take the share screen, and I see you there. I see what you did there.
You know, I'm trying to learn you. You know, you getting the reps and you got to trust the process, brother. You got to trust the process. So yeah, man, I just took a quick trip to Houston, man. The family, nothing crazy.
Okay.
I seen one of our hustlers. I don't know if he in Jay John. I seen him.
Oh, if they hating, call Jason. Hey, area, that's our boy. If the cop, what is it? If the laws is hating, call Jason. Let me see if I can't find.
That's his commercial. Oh, let me see if mine joined in the link too. Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, we got that out the way. Y'all should come on FTC News and talk about. We trying. I call him Monkey Blood, but Corey, man, he said we should come on. So that's from the Canopy. That's his news and talk. Yo, we here, man. We've been trying to get you on here too, man. You've been playing games, man. You had got into your feelings for a hot second, but we ain't gonna hold that against you.
Get him, Corey. Get him.
So let's get into the
assistant pimp today. Where are we going, Jesse?
All right, so we talked about Tech Summit, which is a great transition into. You want to talk about the HBC versus PWI. I said, save it for the record. Although we going against one of our viewers' advice. Y'all should have discussed it and researched before. We're going to just go with it. What you got? What you want to talk about? Where you going with it?
Well, I've done my research about 10, 15 years in. And I just think, man, I hope our people for our generation, as we prepare to have kids, and just talking to those that might be above us or the actual students, man, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, please, people. I know traditionally it was, well, you need to go to an Ivy League to stand out, or to, because their ice water is colder. That's what y'all been told.
Yeah, no, I said the ice is always colder. The ice is colder.
But
Yeah.
I don't think we count the cost of what you will lose. What does it
Mm-hmm.
profit you to gain the approval of your oppressors, but lose your soul? And man, the imposter syndrome, some of the stuff that our people that I know that have gone to PWIs is just like, it's really eye opening. So we know where I stand. It's something to be said about being with your people. And we act like, sometimes people act like HBCUs ain't diverse. You name me a HBCU, we always, at least all of the HBCUs I went to, we had different types of Caucasians. We had different types of Middle Easterns. We had different types of Africans. And we know how diverse all of us African Americans is. Somebody from Milwaukee may not be like somebody from Prince George's County or Atlanta or California, LA. I mean, we just a diverse people. I think you could get the diversity at a HBCU too, if that's what you're looking for. But why are you gonna look for suffering? I think
he said looking for suffering. So I got to
estimate the experiences that a lot of our people have at some of these PWIs when they honest. Go ahead though.
Yeah, now I hear the stories. Like I said, I think we talked about this behind the scenes a couple episodes ago. Like, I'm never going to tell somebody their truth is not their truth. That's just not what I mean, I've done it before, but I'm not about that life now. Like, yo, if that's your truth,
it again?
Yeah, I had. So I got an interesting story. I went to trade school. I went to a PWI and I went to a HBCU, and I had a great time and a great experience at all of them. So,
and you went to Rutgers as your PWI.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah, so I had a great experience at all of them. And I really think, like, so I was on a charter school board too. So I said one of the main things that we got to do is we got to start telling parents, students to go where you think that you're going to succeed the most, right? So who cares if you go to Harvard and you don't make those connections? Because I mean, it's a little different now because of social media. Like, you can be connected to somebody and keep in contact with them. But if you're not, so it's this thing called social capital. If you're not creating that social capital while you're there, that's with building it with people, then you may have been better off going someplace else. So go where you think that you're going to succeed. Because who cares if you go to Harvard and you drop out? You know what I'm saying? You could have went to Howard and succeeded. So, but I
graduate and you hate yourself.
You hate yourself. Yeah. So I do hear people that have issues. I can't speak to that, but I'm not going to discount them because that's their truth. You know what I'm saying? That's their experience. But I had a great time at all of them. If I had to pick, the best one, I'm only gonna pick the Art Institute because I was young. I was fresh out of high school, and I was around artists, and I've got exposed to people that was doing what I do all day, every day. Because you don't get exposed to people that are in the arts per se. And then it was just a special time. Like, when I was young, way younger, and then it was just like, it was one of those things where I realized that, being dope at what you do locally don't mean nothing to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You get put on a different. It's levels to this, man. You can be dope at basketball at your high school. That don't necessarily mean you're gonna be dope in college. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So, but that's my take. Is like, if you a parent or any students are gonna watch this, like, go where you think that you're going to succeed at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be completely naive and tell you that brand names doesn't matter, because it do. But you should go to where you think you're going to be most successful. Because at the end of the day, once you get out of these 4 years, it's all about the hustle anyway, and the grind. What you think about yourself, because people go to college and think they automatically gonna get a job. Like, yo, the college didn't guarantee you're gonna get a job. They said that you're gonna get an education. What I'm saying?
And they can't guarantee that if you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. So it's one of those things where like I said, I hear people, but I can't really speak to. I didn't have a bad experience, man.
Look, Rutgers is different. That's a public. Yeah, I went to Rutgers Fest once. My homeboy took me up there.
Oh yeah, what's the name?
Curtis.
Yeah.
Rutgers is different. Rutgers is very diverse, public. Yeah. Rutgers is. I could imagine having fun there.
Yeah.
y'all different. Y'all just real different. So I'm not surprised that you had a great experience there.
Yeah, Curtis. It's funny. I never met Curtis in person, yo.
Yeah.
We communicate on social media, but I never met him in person. I don't think. Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, he's a Rucker dude. Show me.
yeah,
A
he's
good
definitely a Ruckus dude. He rep too. He rep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He told me I got a chance to see the diversity of Rutgers. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. It was like a MTV, coming from pure HBCUs, like it's like MTV up in there. Like, oh, this where y'all stay. Y'all got dorms and hey Heidi, and it was a good vibe.
He said, Heidi, yo, you wild. What color was Heidi, yo?
Heidi was white, but then it was an Indian girl whose name I couldn't pronounce. Like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's definitely super diverse. It's super diverse and super cliquish at the same time. But I think that's every place though.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
So let's get into the any part words on that. Which one? So tell us, people, you went to 3 HBCUs. Which ones did you go to?
Yeah, I'm all HBCU. The Jackson State, Morgan State, and then Howard Law. So
which one is the best? Which one is the best? Don't get fired or canceled. Which one is the best?
I ain't. Your undergrad experience is nothing like it because you got your homies, you form friends, and you figuring life out. So I mean, it was a movie at Jackson State. Morgan, I wrote about. That was when I was going through my depression period, and then Howard Law. It was like I found my community, other smart-minded people who getting it that I could learn from. Like, oh, y'all actually some Nigerian kings and princes, huh? Oh,
like for real, right?
Like you got some sisters.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to marry you into the family.
Coming to America vibe. Nah, they how I tell people all the time, how was the first time that I'm aware of that I was exposed to what I call Cosby kids, and these was like second, third, fourth generation black folks that are professionals. I never seen that before ever, at least as far as I know. But so you going with Jackson State? You said you didn't give an answer, bro.
It's in my younger years, Jackson State was perfect. And growing up and trying to become something great, Howard Law helped me to think about what I need to do that.
Got you. All right, so we got the next subject up. We got T.I. versus Godfrey, man. You been following up?
I didn't, but you told me, and I looked at it today.
So let me set it up. So apparently, T.I. is doing comedy. He's stepping into the comedy world, and what he did was Godfrey had a show in Atlanta. He was the headliner. He finished his show. One of the T.I. people said, yo, T.I.'s here. He want to go up. T.I. goes up. He does a set. Godfrey goes on his podcast. I forgot what his podcast is called. And God We Trust or something, I think. He goes on this podcast. It kind of sort of, he S's on him. You know what I'm saying? So then they had a powwow on his podcast. You didn't get a chance to see it, where T.I. called and they addressed it. And there was a couple things that I wanted to pull out from it. And I said, this is why a topic we should talk about. One of the main things, we can do a clip, right? A little bit of clip. We ain't pre-planned it.
I'm the pimp, man. You tell me what to do. I'm the assistant pimp. I got the baby powder ready right here. You tell me what to do, pimp.
Put it up. We can put up like a quick 30 seconds. You got a good 30 seconds or not? I should have did that in a pre-show. Got a good 30 seconds of it.
Yeah, it should be streaming. Why it ain't working? Let me see.
You gotta do the I gotta add the screen. Go ahead. There you go.
You done cut me off. Jesse done cut. I'm the assistant pimp. Yeah, this is God. I was watching it, and it was the part where Godfrey like, yo, we'll see.
That someone go, unless the headliner himself goes, yo, I got a special friend in the fucking, I want to bring him up, boom, boom. So you know what I'm saying?
If I may.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, in regard to all that part of what you were saying, there's a valiant explanation.
Yes, sir.
But it's not even necessary. The only thing I must say to start this conversation,
yes, sir,
is exceptions are made for exceptional circumstances. So whatever rule you speaking of, I'm the exception to it.
Got you. Got
Hold on, let's pause there. That means T.I. come out the gate like that don't apply to me, player.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I didn't get to watch that, but he couldn't have said it no better.
Yeah, so he said one, it don't apply to him. So it's a couple of things I want to talk about from this beef, right? Because it's not really a beef, but one, like, you know, going with the flow, like T.I. said, yo, I'm an exception to the rule. Like, them rules don't apply to me. Like, yo, you a headliner saying I can't go behind you like that. Them rules don't apply to me. So one, just let people know, like, you got to be able to navigate this world and be in the moment, right? We talked about this a period, like, be in the moment, like, knowing that, you know, everything, all rules are meant to be broken at some point, right? Especially unwritten rules, like, because who cares about that, right? Except for the people that's in that culture. And also, T.I. went on later, and he was like, yo, who are anybody? So he talked about the quote unquote haters. Who is anybody to tell me what I should be doing with my time, and what I should be doing with my gifts, basically. And I like that a lot, because obviously we doing this, like, it's probably people that we went to law school with that's like, yo, why these jokers think they all that? Why they doing this, and the third? It's like, but who are you to tell me what I should be doing with my gifts and talents, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we only got one life to live. Like, all this could be over at the right now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, hopefully, none of us have a heart attack, no brain aneurysm on live, but this shit can be over right now. It's like, man, come on, man. Like, so I felt them on that level, and I also think we talked about this because we had our conflict or whatever, quote unquote conflict. Is just like, yo, just hashing it out, as because black men, we don't get to see that, and they did it on a public forum. It was one of them things like, yo, we always want to resort to violence. Like, yo, we all grown, man. Like, we don't necessarily have to agree, but we got the same goal in mind. We could get there. You know what I'm saying? One day I try your way, one day you try my way. You know what I'm saying? We all got the same goal. And he brought it like, yo, he said, you know, one of the things he said is like he think is a good idea. So they did it publicly, but they did it privately, but T.I. said, let's do it publicly so people could see that black men can talk about their issues and resolve it in front of the camera and not resort to violence. Huh?
Sound like some growth.
Growth, getting rid of ways that hurt.
Yeah, that's how Jesse's get killed, because they won't talk it out. Yeah. But I didn't mean to cut you off. That just sounded like some growth. Go.
That's where I was at with it. And it was just like, you know, I think people should go watch the video when they talking to each other, because it definitely started off aggressive. Like, T.I. was a little bit aggressive.
T.I. is intelligent. What he just said was, let me set the disclaimer. Let's set my reality perspective, because you coming from yours. Yeah. Hey, man, as you just said, you got to understand in life, if you ain't figured this out yet, let me tell you, it really feel like some Kanye type stuff. That's almost where we need to go. Stop trying to produce, Jesse. I see you moving stuff. Stop moving stuff. I think, man, if you don't know, there's always exceptions to the rule, like you said. And I see this a lot, and I'm riding with T.I. on this one, because, you know, the second book is called The Cheat Code to Life. Why do people who have made it feel like you should have to pay your dues?
Yo, look what your boy Monkey Blood put up, Corey Bowens.
Yeah, he gatekeeping. That's who I was gonna say. When the rules benefit you, you want to tell people, you know, about the rules and that you got to follow and you got to pay your dues. But that's really a form of insecurity, because you're afraid that this young person, if they could skip the line and you had to go face to face with your talents with them, you don't think that you're gonna be able to hold on long. And you done put all of this time in. So you like, nah, now is my time. So I ain't going to give you what you need to get to my level. So then you could take away my time. Really, and I see it in corporate America. You see it almost. Oh, you could put me solo. Oh, shoot. This is the end of the show right here. I really do think that's hating, and I like how T.I. started the conversation like, all right, you playing by these rules, but bruh, ain't nobody gonna define the rules that I play the game of life by. And I think you could apply that across the board to just about anybody's situation. And I think this Kanye Genius, that documentary, we talked about it last week, but I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it. You want to hop into that
episode last night? I wish I could have finished, but then I'd be in trouble with the wife because she fell asleep after the first one. But it was called Vision. And it's like, oh, and then the next one is Purpose. Like, that's all we be hitting on. Like, you gotta have some vision. And I tell my mentees, and this is T.I., this apply to T.I. too. Who to tell you can only be a rapper? He done been a rapper, he done been an actor, and when you can make it from,
I think he's an author too. I think he's an author. I'm pretty sure
he might have. I wouldn't doubt he got a book
and
out.
He's a podcaster.
Yeah, when you can make it from serving on the block to any one of those we just named, you get you start realizing the talent and what's in you. And it's just like Kanye, man, I got something in me that the world gotta know. It gotta get out because it's gonna help somebody. And it's just like Kanye, that confidence. When you got the vision, dude said, I want to be a comedian. I wouldn't doubt if he kept up going, he could be one of the funniest comedians in the world. It's just the drive and putting the steps in, and that 10,000 hours.
10,000 hours.
But I mean, you rich. You could put in that 10,000 hours. You ain't really punching no clock like that. You should have multiple streams of income. So if this is something you want, who is anybody else to say you get it? So I like the way he came out the gate. Like, look, they make exceptions for, I thought he was going to say exceptional people. Like, go ahead and put it out there. Like, they going to hate it. It sounds aggressive. But nigga, if you don't know, this is who you do.
Whoa. You said
niggas. If you don't know, you're dealing with an exceptional niggas. And that's just like Kanye and his mom. I love the documentary. Shout out to Vicky Bingham, because I got a mom like,
where Mama Bingham at? She ain't tapped in today.
She probably Instacarting. That's her new hobby, riding around doing Instacart, feeling like she hustling and making money. She gonna come in the comments and rip. But
let's hop into the Kanye.
They got a life. They grown.
Yeah, let's hop into that Kanye joint, man. So you finally caught up to the first episode, huh?
I love it, man. And to have a homeboy, what's his name? Cootie,
yeah, because you call him.
I'm your Cootie, bro.
You were saying that's not his name. I was like, that's his name. You said his name ain't.
Yeah, the dude's name is Cootie, but Cootie, I'm your Cootie, bro. Yeah. I'm on the record. We making this essential. Y'all just remember, I was the good old Deacon's Cootie.
Yeah, you was for sure. You was. I can't even lie. So we caught up with the episode. So there's gonna be spoiler alerts for those that haven't seen the Kanye documentary. You might want to come back later. But yeah, man, I like. Well, first of all, I like Kanye anyway. Like, I don't get into his politics and all that type of stuff. But he always, one of my favorite Kanye lines ever was when he did the interview with the white dude from BBC, I think it is, and he was like, so he was like, yo, people, they put these things on you, these labels on you. He was like, he had a song called "I Am a God," right? And people was like, yo, who are you to say that? Who do you think you are saying that you am a God? He was like, I just told you, a God. He was like, would it be better for you if I said I am a nigga? And I was like, yo, think about that joint, bro. Like, he was like, I'm not saying I'm the God. He said I am a God. He's like, but you would rather you would be comfortable with me saying I am a nigga more than I am a God. And I was like, yo, Kanye. Every now and then, Kanye be saying some stuff, bro. And I like I said, I don't get into his politics like that. But so to set it up, so this goes with Cootie. Cootie was like, yo, this goes into like even like people believing in you, seeing something in you that you may not necessarily seeing yourself. But Kanye saw this in itself, but Cootie also saw it. It's like, yo, this dude is gonna be somebody. Cootie had his own dreams and aspirations. Said, yo, I'm gonna put all my dreams and aspirations on hold to go around and film this dude. And mind you, Kanye is nobody at this point, as far as like on a national level. He was somebody locally, but he wasn't anybody on nationally. So he basically did that off the love and the potential he saw in Kanye. He'd been filming ever since. So the first one is just showing him his hustle, man. I was like, yo, his hustle was crazy. He's playing the songs and everybody he played the song for. He played Jesus Walk, yo, Bishop, the good Bishop out the whole time.
I couldn't believe that them people were sitting there on the phone ignoring him, trying to play him. Like, yo, no, man. Even back then, you knew that was it. And I had the sneak peek before Kanye really came out, got signed to The Rock. All of those songs that he was playing, like Family Business, he had released a mixtape that was floating around the Chi and Milwaukee, that region. Yeah. And we was loving that, man. Yeah. My nephew, who's now about to graduate from Morehouse, his favorite song was that Family Business. Like, we used to bump that and knew even back then, like, yo, this is so real, man. This, you know,
the Family Business didn't even make the first album. Now I don't even know.
No, it's not. It was like on a mixtape. Like, I still got the old press mix CDs with that on there. Like, that was a favorite for us. Like, I don't know if you could even find that on iTunes. And I was telling the wife as I heard it.
Now he eventually released it officially. I don't think it was on the first album though.
The Family Business. I don't know if you're gonna find that, bro. That ain't on none of his Rockaware CDs or nothing like that. That and a version of When It All Falls Down and all of that stuff was on. He had a couple. He redid them like Nipsey did.
He definitely did for sure. So I'm about to show you this video real quick when he was saying like, "I am a god." He's like, "Yo, that's one of my favorite Kanye quotes ever, yo." I said that's real, yo. Like, the people want to tell you who you are. You know what I'm saying? Hold up.
We got this new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. This is what we do. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism. Where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, "I am a god," everybody says, "Who does he think he is?" I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, "I am a nigga"? Or if I had a song that said, "I'm a gangster"? Or if I had a song that said, "I am a pimp"? All those colors and patinas fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a god, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality?
That was it, bro. That's all I wanted to show.
I love it, man.
That's one of my favorite Kanye quotes ever, yo.
In the documentary, he has a lot. In the documentary, you could tell he was different. Like, dude, I'm like, why is he sounding like that? He ain't got in the argument yet. This dude walking around with an old school retainer in his mouth. Like, you know, we would have clowned somebody like that. Like, dude, your mama got that good university insurance, huh? Like, you can't say you hood with no retainer. Your teeth gotta be crooked throwing gang signs. Like, you get in your fights, and who has the vision to start fixing your teeth and getting things in order before you even made it to Hollywood yet? Like, I remember he took it out and was trying. He had Scarface in the studio.
Yeah, Scarface was like, "What's that? What's that?"
Yeah. Like, he's like, "My retainer." Scarface like, "This nasty Jesse."
Yeah, I like his relationship with his mom too. I think that was eye-opening. Like his mom really believed in him too. His mom knew his old rats better than he did. I said, "Yo, that's kind of crazy when you think about it." Yeah. So it's going to be the next. So you haven't seen part 2, so I ain't gonna give you no spoilers on it.
No.
So they don't. So you'll see him. The part 2 is called what? The Vision.
No, the vision comes first. Then it's purpose.
Purpose. So the next one, I don't know what their name is. The next one, but the next one
is vision, purpose, and awakening.
Awakening. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm definitely interested in waiting for the awakening. I think it's gonna be dope because they didn't get into a lot of stuff in part 2. So you just see him make it. He made it in this one.
Signed to Rock.
Yeah. So part 3 is going to be from making it to now. You know what I'm saying? That was
I think one of the things that I noted and was talking to the wife about, and I see why he made it, is he had faith, but his faith was in the right place. He always shouted out God. When you go back and look, Yeah, he had that confidence, but you actually see him checking himself in some of the interviews and some of his answers where he go back to God willing or whatever. Like he understands he ain't gonna make it without God, and I think that's what distinguished him. Once he lost it, like I'm interested to see what the awakening is too, because it's like all right, you had the chance come to you and you did the Jesus album, but you done had some dark days, bruh. Matter of fact, I think he got an album. What is it? Dark Twisted Fantasy or whatever. Like you went dark. The other thing I noted is he a Gemini, and he, as he said, like, I'm a Christian. I don't know if I believe in this, but I definitely got two sides to me. I'm like, oh, it all makes sense. That's crazy.
You can't say that. You're gonna get us canceled, yo. So let's get into the Jesse of the week, man. Pew, 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 pew. We need sound effects board. So who you got for the Jesse? This is your choice.
Okay.
I hear where you're going. So whoever's saying, y'all should have did the research. I don't know where he's going, but because I got a different thing put on your hotel.
My Jesse of the week.
You got an article up or not?
No, my Jesse of the week for now is Biden and the American government. Biden is the head of it. I just don't like these Jessies, man. I don't like what they're doing, how we done ended up in this situation with Russia, how we either gonna get in or not, the indecisiveness, the sanctions, and somebody who know politics, y'all feel free to comment in the chat. But I'm just like, man, this Jesse here, Russia finna go do the same thing we did to Mexico when we took Texas and California away. We trying to paint them out to be these bad people, and we steady snatching land. Our government and Wall Street is snatching land now in real estate, and we don't even realize it. You got people who, and we kind of touched on this with the color of law, but I don't think we thinking of where we headed. The market went up. You got people who never thought they would have any value in their home. They see that they could get more than they paid for it. They get a little bit happy without thinking about the consequences and repercussions. They selling their homes, and we done seen this over the past year or so. And the rest of the home prices is going up. And they can't find a new home to purchase because they going against investors and hedge funds who now want to be the biggest landlords because they see that as a profitable business. So where is America gonna be in a few? If you ain't got no land and Wall Street own the land, own most of the land, that means they could set the prices. And we basically doing the same thing over here to our own citizens that Russia is doing over there. Like, it's time to expand. But you hating for it. You say you your own nation, but you a little dude though. Move out the way.
Yeah. I think the but real estate is tricky though. Because that's why we got into that crisis before. With the what were they calling it? They had a term. It was cute. The bubble, but they had a term. They had a term that they called the bubble. But anyway, when the prices went crazy, so real estate was
bubble.
Yeah, the mortgage crisis. But they had a term for it. It's not important. It's a legal term anyway. But basically, for those that don't know, I don't know if you've been sleeping on a rock for the last 10 years, but the mortgage prices went crazy. Then there was this bubble, and affected everything in Wall Street and all that type of stuff. So real estate is it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be interesting to see because I didn't know that. So you just put me on that the hedge funds are buying all this real estate.
Oh, talk to you people that done sold a home. I start asking the people that have sold. If you ain't got a home already bought, this gonna be hard for you. And the funny thing, I know a lot down here in Atlanta because Atlanta's market went up. Funny thing is, you sell the home. Let's say you sitting on 150K profit because you was able to sell your home, but you can't find a home. So now you renting and you moving from a home to an apartment. So you got to also have storage to put all your stuff in there. Man, after 6 months, you done ate into most of that money. And you struggling to hold on to enough to make a down a down
payment
payment
house,
on the
yeah.
new house, but you keep everything is getting so overpriced. If you do jump out there aggressive, you done saddled on more debt than you would have had just staying in your original place. Because you finna definitely overpay for a house right now.
Yeah, it's over. It's definitely a seller's market for sure right now.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely a seller's market for sure. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out, but only because the mortgage-backed securities, that's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was called. So they package everything up. So it's gonna be interesting to see if hedge funds are buying them up, how that's gonna play, because hedge funds they making a hedge, right? That's their whole business model. Like, how does it gonna play out for property values long term? But I guess we live long enough, we're gonna see.
No, they're going to the yesterday's price is not today's price. You're gonna have to rent. If you try to buy one of them from them, you're gonna have to come with a bag, which we know most people can't. So they're gonna be able to control rents. The government gonna have to jump in there and say, nah, you can't go higher than this. If they don't do that, yesterday's price is not today's
price.
Yeah.
So your official jet. So your Jesse's week is who? You got to pick one. You said Biden or the American government. Which one is it, man? You said Biden off record.
Biden is the American government show, but Biden, I don't know, man. I just don't like the fact that he snuck in there off of, and we put him in there based off of the lesser of two evils, man. Like, I really feel like he benefited from the mistake of Trump versus Hillary, where people wasn't riding with that. And then you just come in, it's like, dang, we really ain't got no choice. We can't make the same mistake and give Trump nothing. So we just got to go with another white man. And for me, I think that's a failure of planning on minorities' parts. We should have had us a strong candidate ready to go. Just like now, we should be preparing. Who's going to be our next minority presidential candidate? And we don't hear that. We not grooming nobody. So then we might, when the time comes, we may.
You took your Hotep hat off too fast.
This ain't even Hotep. This is survival. Like, brown Hispanic people, y'all need to come with us. Like, we all need to get together, because I mean, I don't think they mean us. I think when you learn all the books we done read, they don't mean us no good. 1619 Project, the government is working just the way it's supposed to work for the people who, and it goes back to this T.I. versus Godfrey thing about rules. We said the people who want to talk about rules and you should pay your dues is insecure and want to hold on to their own position. These people who said, oh, well, y'all need the rules of the Constitution, the rules of our government. If we was listening and learning what we were supposed to know, like through the 1619 Project, we wouldn't even follow these rules. We'd be like, you know what? Nah, them was for y'all. We got to come back to the table, make it 1776 again. Let's get some brilliant scholars. Yeah, we had something to start with, but we got to build upon this, because this didn't respect us from the start. But that's why they fighting that critical race theory and school stuff. It might be an awakening.
Corey Monkey Blood, aka Monkey Blood.
You right, Corey. You're to some extent, and you can't blame them people, because we don't even like, half of us don't even like ourselves.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go, but that's a whole other show. No, I'm about to say, because even with this whole idea of a black agenda, is like, who black agendas are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because once you say something that, I'm gonna say the left, I'm just gonna put it out there, the left doesn't agree with, you become a Negro pen, you become a sellout, you become all these things. Like, yo, bro, I just don't agree with what you saying. Like that. But what I realize is that people really don't want you to vote. We went through this publicly with your boy Hillary versus what's homie name?
Trump.
Not Trump. Before Trump.
Obama?
The social democrat dude, y'all call him. Anyway, that's not important. But so as soon as you say something that's not of the left leaning, because I don't necessarily think I see this from the right as much, you become like, the Negro paying, you become a sellout, you become this. And I'm like, yo, bro, it's just that I don't necessarily agree with you. So what I realize is people really don't want you to vote. You know what people want you to do? They want you to vote for who they will vote for. People really don't want diversity. You know what they want? They want more people that look like them and think like them. That's really what people want. We get on these things like get out and vote, get out and vote. But as soon as you vote for somebody that they don't agree with, you everything under the book is like, yo, bro, you told me to get out and vote. Like you want me to vote for who you wanted to vote for.
It sounds like somebody hurt your feelings, bro.
Nah, not at all. It's just I understand the game. even when we was talking about behind the scenes about when I was like, yo, we got prepared like because we done got 44 shows and this is our 44 show. We got over a week's worth of worth of content out there. We done said something that people don't agree with, but what I respect more is all right, if you giving me I'm all about criticism, constructive criticism. So give me how I can make better. Don't come to me saying do something, but when you really want me to do what you want me to do, like you don't really want me to be better. You want me to fall in line with your beliefs. And we're gonna see that more and more. Like you don't want us to be better. You want us to say what you would say if you was on the show, which is a different type of critique. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Then we got to start getting some folks on the show.
You definitely got to get some folks on the show for sure.
Hmm.
We got 10 minutes left, bro. 9 minutes. We hit on everything.
Biden. He did something good.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Joe Biden, so he seems like he is coming through on at least one of his promises, right?
Yeah, black women put him there. He better. And black women in particular down here in Georgia, we gonna claim that thing. Like we gave you the whole government, bruh. And you a little late on this right here, pimping. This is why he's still a Jesse of the week.
He a little late on it, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little late. You done did a whole bunch of other stuff. Like now you want some good news because you about to go to war or you got bad ratings, bro. Like we supposed to been did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like all of this when we talking about rules and I mean, shout out to let's do this proper. Shout out to her. The first one.
Yeah. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Be careful.
No, you're right. This is very meaningful.
Yeah. Think again.
Let me put the banner up. Yeah, thank you. Because I was about to say some stuff. I'm still gonna say some stuff, but I gotta
think again.
In the right.
Yeah, think again.
For those who may be sensitive, this is a big deal. Love it. She's about to join the 4 women. They still gonna be outvoted for because Trump was able to load the court and all of that. But shout out to her. Apparently, she was a public defender. Maybe the only one that has been a public defender. I think I was reading in the article.
Yeah, she is the only one. They typically don't have criminal law backgrounds.
Yeah.
Most judges, I mean, on that level, don't necessarily have criminal law backgrounds on the federal level. Yeah.
It's very elite.
Yeah.
They ain't got no diversity. They done went to the schools, clerked on the courts, and had every connection or hookup to get kind of where they at. So they headed on that path. Those people who are doing this. I think her dad was a police officer or somebody in her family was police officers, which makes her safe to the majority and all of that good stuff. But I'm going to tell you again.
Hold up, bro.
Go ahead.
Think again, before you. I don't know what you're going to say.
I'm thinking again. Hey, man, we might have to throw their rules out. For real, the rules benefit them. The more I get deeper in this 1619 project, and I feel like you may have been having this argument and trying to educate some people on this, like the Electoral College and why it was set up. Like, yo, man, why are we still following these institutions and all of this stuff is just like crazy to me. Like, it's just like our justice system. We know when you go to court, we've seen it publicly. Some of these trials with the white police officers and the black police officers and some of the stuff they do. Like, I'm just waiting for the day where this Tupac or Fini Shakur just rise up and say, yeah, that's your verdict, but I don't respect it. Y'all don't have no jurisdiction over me. You have no grounds to stand. The only people who holding up their laws is us. When we say all of this stuff is, nah, we need to start over, and we do, especially a few minorities, because we got a long way to go. The wealth gap has continued to grow, and the laws is continuing to help them. The fact that they've given every other group of people that have come to this land reparations and done things for them and continue to keep their feet on our neck, I wouldn't respect us if I was a different group either. Like, yo, y'all some clowns. Like, really? You don't know what y'all got? The power y'all got in you? So there's some trying to help my people grow type stuff. Like, I definitely ain't on the train of Marcus Garvey. We need to go back to Africa because we built this country. So at this point, it's like, it's time. What we gonna do? Take over. We not in a violent way, still Christian. Like, we gotta all love one another. We come from, the same blood, basically. It's like, but how long you gonna live below your purpose? And I think as a people, African Americans, we know we like some of the most creative people in the world. We living below our purpose, just allowing them to steal and continue to pillage our lands, our families, our brains, our ideas. Like, we just getting raped. Excuse my French.
Whoa.
That's my hot take for the day. You said how Detravius ain't ready for that. We didn't discuss that. He said we're gonna lose our sponsors. We're gonna lose the deli sandwich shop in Jersey on the corner. And look at your wife. That's right, Kim, back me up. Nah, move, producer. That's what we don't. Look, we don't have to love our oppressors. They don't love us. I mean, love is of God, and we should do the best we can.
Yeah, you're a Christian, yo.
I'm saying, though, man, look, the stuff that when you peek behind the curtain and we get more knowledgeable, like, yo, why is we putting up with some of this stuff?
Yo, let me ask you a question. Do you pray for them or nah?
Who? I pray for America and the world. That Lord get us all together, because at the end of the day, it all come down to this is me now. We need Jesus. Ain't none of us perfect. We all need grace and mercy. But them Jessies, man, like, they running from it. They don't want to acknowledge, maybe our people's is wrong. Maybe we have done some shiesty stuff. Maybe, you got to get to the point, even in the Bible, where you got to confess your sins and repent. Alcoholics and Alcoholics Anonymous, like, one of the steps is to acknowledge, hey, I'm Charlie Bingham, I'm an alcoholic. You got to acknowledge it. They don't even want to get to that step. They just reveling in all of the riches, ungained riches that they just unequitably took over. Maybe this sounded like some Malcolm X stuff, but we see what happened to Martin. Martin said, I had it twisted, my bad. Y'all took my dream, and now they're using his dream against him. For the critical race theory stuff.
Critical race theory. So we got 2 minutes left. So Corey got a book recommendation. We should do this for next book. Dilettante. You know who Jay Dilla is?
He was one of those producers, right?
Yeah, book Dilettante Life and Afterlife with Jay Dilla, hip hop producer who ran the rhythm. So we probably could put this on there and maybe bring the good brother on if you want to talk about it for a hot second. But I think that is a good one, because Dilla, he was part of the UMA, which was a Tribe Called Quest, Q-Tip led producer group. Then he went off on his own. He's behind.
Was he like a producer?
Huh?
Was he like a 10%er?
What's that?
You from Jersey? You know
you mean 5%? Yeah,
5%ers. My bad. What I say? A 10%? Go ahead, clown me for that one.
We're gonna end on a prayer on that one. Yeah, I can lead the prayer, yo.
Okay, I got you. I'm looking for the Dilla Time. Is that by Dan Charnas?
I think so.
Because it's two. Dilla Time.
Dilla
I don't
Time.
see that long.
Life and Afterlife with Jay Dilla, the hip hop producer. All right, so I'm gonna go. You gotta bow your head though, Jesse. We get it later.
Oh, you gonna pray?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna pray. All right, thank you, Lord, once again for letting us do this live, having the time, the energy, the wits, and the energy. I said energy to do this show once again. We like to thank the followers, the viewers, those that are tuning in live and those who will revisit this later on. I'd like to thank you for, the family, Charlie, his family, and, our family for even letting us allowing us to do what we do on this Good Saturday. And want to thank Corey Monkey Blood for finally tuning back in. I want you to forgive Charlie for saying something about the 10%ers when it's really 5%. In Jesus' name, amen.
Proud of you, brother.
To the next time, people, y'all know where to find us. Peace.